part of the mayor's initiative to bring more people, more locals down to Santa Fe Plaza, we're trying to feature a new plaza merchant every week on our weekly television show. And this week, what better thing to take a look at than toys? Christmas, of course, is right around the corner, and kids are maybe home from school and getting a little bit bored with the toys they've had all summer. So it's a great time to come on down and visit a real treasure here at Santa Fe, near the plaza. It's two stores in one, actually, Toyopolis and Merry-Go-Round. And joining us to talk about this sort of toy child's wonderland in Santa Fe is Jennifer Forman. Mm-hmm. Jennifer, you're the owner of Toyopolis and Merry-Go-Round. Tell us a little bit about how you guys got your start. I know you've been here a long, long time.
Well, my husband and I both grew up here in Santa Fe, and we left for a few years. When we came back, we found each other again, married, wanted to have a family here, and we felt like this kind of business was a real opportunity for us. My sister-in-law owned the Merry-Go-Round, and she was looking to make a change, so we purchased it from her. It's actually been in town over 30 years. And a few years after purchasing the Merry-Go-Round, we decided to open up a toy store, and we called it Toyopolis. We opened originally on Marcy Street, and we were there for about 12 years. And it was just a great opportunity to serve Santa Fe's customers for toys and clothing.
It's such a unique store. If you've never been down here, you sort of walk in and it kind of has a little bit of a tourist feel to it. There's Santa Fe t-shirts and things, and they're great though because they're not the typical Santa Fe type clothing items that you'll find at a lot of the more touristy shops. These are kind of things that you'll see locals wearing to show their pride at living in Santa Fe. So it's really geared, I think, towards the local Santa Fe customer.
We want the store to have a community feel. We want everyone to feel welcome to come here. When kids, as you said, are going back to school and say they're given a science project and parents are lost and don't know where to begin, come and see us. We have great science kits, we have great art kits, we have, of course, building toys and games.
So I worked for a time when I lived in New York City at FAO Schwartz.
Okay.
A world-famous toy store on Fifth Avenue. I was one of the toy soldiers standing out front with little rosy cheeks and everything.
Nice.
And the cool thing about FAO Schwartz was it had toys you couldn't find anywhere else. You couldn't walk into a Walmart or a Toys R Us or some of the chain stores and find some of the toys. And you really kind of have that feeling when you walk into Toyopolis. They're toys, a lot of them are maybe made in Europe or made here locally in the U.S. by sort of smaller mom and pop type manufacturers. And they're things that you just can't find everywhere. And a lot of them too are kind of toys from our childhood, the retro type of toys and games. So it's a really unique time to kind of bring the family and sort of discover things that you don't necessarily see in other stores, but things that you also maybe remember from your childhood. We're looking just beyond the camera and there's like a whole display of different Rubik's Cubes. I don't know where else you can buy Rubik's Cubes these days.
Well, Rubik's Cubes have increased in popularity after the movie a few years ago, and I think kids are just interested. What intrigues them are toys that are fun, that are different, that capture their imagination, and whether that's a local toy, a US toy, or a European toy, we just want it to be fun. We think that if you capture a child's imagination, then half the battle is covered. With screen time now, kids are losing fine motor skills and critical thinking and how they build with toys and puzzling and solving, and also just patience. So a lot of the toys that we carry, like building toys, are meant to kind of enhance that. You know, how do you solve the puzzle? How do you build that angle? How do you, configure that side, whether it's a girl or a boy? And I have to just say this, I think girls sometimes get lost with the building toys and the science toys. So we try and emphasize both boy and girl toys in that avenue.
And I will say this too, you're not the typical plaza store. Kids can come in and they're picking stuff up and playing with things. There's a marble display where you can make a little maze for marbles to go down. So kids are actually encouraged to come in here and kind of get their hands on some of the stuff that you guys sell. So some of the other plaza stores that might not be quite as welcome, but kids can certainly come in here and it's a very family-friendly place.
We want everyone to stop by, whether you're purchasing that day or not. Come in, play with our play tables, as you mentioned, look around, talk to us, see what we have, look at the fish in the fish tank, And then maybe down the road, you'll think of us when you need a gift or a special item for someone.
Absolutely. So we mentioned Christmas is kind of around the corner. I hate to
Yeah.
think about it. It's August. August is starting, but we're already thinking about Christmas, I think. So you have a lot of the retro toys, some of the old standards. You mentioned Playmobil, one of my favorite things from when I was a kid. But what are some things that you're seeing this year that maybe are a little bit kind of new and something that's a little out of the ordinary that you're seeing increased popularity?
Well, as I mentioned before, building toys are really increasing in popularity because of fine motor skills and critical thinking. And two of my favorites that have just come into the store, one is made in Japan and it's called LaQ. And it's so different from Legos, but it's an awesome building toy for kids and girls and boys and adults. And then another building toy is called Plus Plus from Denmark. And it's building, but it's so different from Lego. Lego's an awesome toy, but these two are a little more open-ended.
Cool. And aside from the toys, you have some really cool clothes. I mean, if you have a child who's into fashion, I can't think of a better place for really kind of wild and crazy Santa Fe fashions that you'll find for kids here at the merry-go-round portion of the store. Again, it's all one big shop and everything's integrated nicely, so it's a fantastic place for the families to come and look around and be inspired and see some stuff that maybe you forgot about as you've grown older. And you can help your kids discover some new things. The science projects you guys have are fantastic, so as science fairs roll around, you can kind of come in and be inspired and pick up some experiments for that as well.
That's right.
Cool. We're going to take a look around and show off some of what you have to offer here at Toyopolis. So Jennifer, if folks want to find you, you're just off the plaza, so tell us where they can find you, what your hours are.
We're at 150 Washington Avenue, right across the street from the public library. We're open 7 days a week, 10 to 5:30 Monday through Saturday, and 11 to 5 on Sundays.
So, and your website again, where folks can get a little bit more information about the store?
Sure, www.toyopolissantafe.com or merry-go-round-santafe.com.
Awesome. Again, a tremendous store here in Santa Fe, a place where you can find those hard to find items that you maybe can't find anywhere else in town, and certainly helps you become a little bit more inspired when you're trying to find that unique gift for a child or someone who's a child at heart, like myself. So that's a hint to anyone who wants to get me a birthday gift. Come to Toyopolis and you can't go wrong. Jennifer, thanks so much for being on the program.
Thank you.